Hello, my name's Giselle Weezar, and the documentary I watched is Brandy, Hellville, and the Cult of Fast Fashion. I chose this film because I personally used to shop at Brandy Melville, especially in high school when it was so well known and all the hype, so the title of the documentary alone grabbed my attention. The central thesis of the documentary is that Brandy Melville is a discriminative brand that exploits and deceives its workers and customers. My first type of evidence is personal experience, which appeals to pathos. Throughout the film, there's multiple ex-employees that give their personal experiences and stories working at Brandy Melville. Some of these girls worked there 10 years ago, while some worked there just a year ago. Despite the difference in their ages, their physical appearance, and the time gap, they can all admit to Brandy's flaws, each having a different story of how they felt discriminated or unseen. A young black girl named Callie says that they had her work stock and that there were never any white girls down there because she claims they always had to be seen. Another girl named Emily, who's part Asian, notes that her and the only other person of color were working behind the registers and not on the floor. Emily also explains that the process to apply meant having to submit a full-body picture. This supports the idea that Brandy Melville is discriminative, as these girls felt unseen for reasons like their size or race. Because this came from young girls and not an older man who's probably never even stepped foot in the store, it really touched my heart as I related to some of these girls and saw myself in them. Adding this personal touch and personal experience really made me open my eyes more, and I felt apologetic and embarrassed for when shopping there. That shows what a touching personal experience can truly affect a person's selfish wants or opinions. My second type of evidence is testimonies, which appeals to ethos. Though the personal experiences of ex-employees does add the emotional and heartwarming effect, sometimes it's also good to add a more credible and reliable source, so I think the film did a very good job balancing these personal experiences with testimonies, as there's also multiple people from credible and honorable positions sharing their input on this issue. The testimony that stuck out to me the most was that of Matteo Buffoni, the mayor of Prato, Italy at the time. The film truly wanted to expose how Brandy Melville deceives its customers and employees, so they highlight how though the tags say made in Italy, it's not exactly what you think. The mayor of Italy exposes that although yes, made in Italy, the only Italian thing about it is the location, because these clothes are made in warehouses that are sometimes even foreign owned, working more as sweatshops. He admits that sometimes they find people working like slaves. This testimony coming from such a credible and knowledgeable source was truly eye-opening and refreshing to see, as he was admitting to his own city's flaws, which is not something politicians usually do. This shows what a respected and honorable person's opinion can do to shape yours, and why having input from credible people but also personal experience and emotion is important in persuasion. These are my references. Thank you so much for listening.